Good morning, students. In the last video, we have seen about chapter 4, theoretical concepts of operating system. We have learnt about introduction to software, introduction to operating system, how the operating system works, need for an operating system, and the uses of an operating system, types of operating system, that is single user and multi-user, and main thing we have discussed more about the key features of an operating system. So user interface, file management, memory management, fault tolerance, security management, process management, all the key features we have learnt. And the last part we have seen about the prominent OS, the OS which is widely used based on the quality and the position. So we have seen about Windows, Linux, Unix, and mobile operating systems like Android, iOS. All these things we have covered in the fourth chapter. In this video, we are going to start with the next chapter, that is chapter 5, working with Windows. So we have seen an overview of Windows and Linux in the chapter 4. So here in chapter 5, we have two parts, that is working with Windows 7 is the first part, and working with Linux, specifically the Ubuntu OS of Linux distribution as a second part. So we will discuss more in detail about these two concepts in this chapter 5. These are the discussion points which we are going to discuss in this video. First one is introduction to operating system. So we have discussed more about operating system in chapter 4, and more specifically we are going to see in detail about the Windows operating system. So the next one is introduction to Windows operating system. Based on the features development in Windows OS, they have categorized the versions. So we are going to discuss the various versions of Windows operating system. Next one is handling the mouse. So what all the buttons available in the mouse and how it functions. So we are going to discuss in handling the mouse. Windows desktop. So Windows desktop, how the Windows desktop looks like. What are all the elements, key elements available in the Windows desktop, and what is the difference between the application window and the document window, how the document window looks like and application window looks like. And the last one is explore the computer. So what are all the menus available. So in this video we will stop with the how to open and close an application in the explore the computer heading. So the remaining part and the part 2, the Ubuntu, will be discussed in the next video. First one is introduction to operating system. So in the chapter 4 itself we have discussed more about the operating system. So it's just a small recap. We all know that operating system is a system software which enables the hardware to communicate and operate with the other software. It acts as an interface between the hardware and the software. So it also acts as an interface between the user and the hardware and controls overall the execution of the computer. You can able to see the diagram. There are three users which are just trying to get connected with the help of the software, where the software is divided into two: system software and application software, and it gets connected with the help of the operating system to the hardware, that is CPU, RAM, and the input output devices. The most popular operating systems we have learned about that Windows series, and the mobile operating system, the Android, iOS, and also the open source operating system Linux. So all these comes under the operating systems. The next topic is introduction to Windows operating system. So we all know that a computer needs an operating system to function. So in that way, Microsoft Windows is one of the most popular graphical user interface operating system. It comes under GUI operating system. And also we can call it as multitasking operating system, because many applications, that is multiple applications, can be executed simultaneously in Windows. And Windows operating system uses both keyboard and mouse as a input device. Almost all the graphical user interface operating systems uses these two, keyboard and mouse, as a input devices. So mouse is used to interact with the windows by clicking the icons directly, whereas keyboard is used to enter the alphabets and numbers and special characters as an input. Now let us see the functions of Windows operating system. So some of the functions are mentioned here. So first one is accessing the applications, that is programs, in the computer. For example, word processing or gaming, spreadsheets, calculators, all these comes under the programs or application. For accessing these applications, Windows is mainly used, and loading any new programs on the computer. So in case of any new program to be loaded or new applications to be installed, the Windows operating system is mainly used. And to manage the hardware such as printers, scanners, mouse, digital camera, what are all the hardwares that are connected to the computer is operated or managed by the Windows operating system. And the file management activities, file creation, file deletion, file saving the file, or modifying the existing file, or deleting the files and folders, all these file management activities comes under the Windows operating system. And the last one is changing the computer display settings. All the computers, not only the display settings, all the computer settings can be managed by the Windows operating system. So this is all about the small introduction about the Windows operating system and its function. Now let us see the various versions of Windows operating system. So in this versions of Windows operating system, we are going to learn about the version name of the version, and the logo, how the logo looks like, and the year of the version developed, and the specific features that are implemented in that particular version. So in the exam, there is no need to draw the logo of the version. So it is enough to write the version name, year, and the specific features. So first one is Windows 1.x. That is the first version of the Windows, which is developed in the year 1985. Here in this version, they have introduced the concept of the graphical user interface in 16-bit processor. So in microprocessor, we have learned the speed of the microprocessor. So the microprocessor is classified based on their size. So likewise, the 16-bit microprocessor is introduced in the first version of the Windows. And also mouse was introduced as an input device in 1985 in the first version, that is Windows 1.x. And the next one is Windows 2.x. With a slight upgrade, they have developed the Windows 2.x in the year 1987, and it supports to minimize or maximize the windows. You can able to see the minimize and maximize button in the top right corner of any document or a window. So that was developed or implemented in the second version, that is Windows 2.x. And also control panel feature, all the settings that can be managed in a one place where you can able to see is in the control panel, where you can able to see all the settings related to the operating system, or related to the screen, or related to the devices, peripheral devices, and also the network. All these settings will be available in the control panel. So the control panel feature was introduced with the various system settings and the customizing options in the second version. And third one is Windows 3.x, which is implemented in 1992, and they have introduced the concept of multitasking. So the multitasking concept is introduced in the third version of the Windows, and also it supports 256 colors, which is brought a more modern and a colorful look in the user interface. That is the main thing to attract the user. The next version is Windows 95, which is implemented in the year 1995. And the start button, the taskbar, Windows Explorer, all these options are implemented or introduced in this version, Windows 95. So you can able to see the taskbar in the bottom of the screen, and the start button which is available in the bottom left, bottom corner, where you can able to start all the applications or the programs. So that's why they have named it as a start button. And also Windows Explorer is nothing but the file manager. They have introduced the concept of file manager. Here the 32-bit processor is also used, and they have focused more on multitasking. So simultaneously running multiple applications, that we call it as a multitasking. So they have upgraded the microprocessor to the 32-bit and also focused more on multitasking. The next version is Windows 98, which is implemented in the year 1998. Here they have integrated the web browser, that is Internet Explorer, which is the default web browser which comes along with the Windows operating system. They have integrated the web browser, Internet Explorer, with the operating system. And also DOS gaming began to disappear because this Windows based DOS gaming is black and white gaming. The screen will be black and the small games will be there for playing. They have disappeared, and the Windows operating system introduced the colorful gaming options with various color schemes. And also plug and play feature was introduced. It means that while running the operating system, the user can plug any device and directly use it. No need to restart the computer. Say for example, the best example is USB keyboard or USB mouse. What are all the devices which has the USB connectivity comes under the plug and play feature. So this was implemented or introduced in the year 1998. And next one is Windows NT, that is mainly used for servers in the network computers. So they have mainly focused on the network computers which acts as a server. So which holds the entire data and shares the data to the various systems, that we call it as a client. So the server which holds the entire network and the data and shares to various computers, and those various computers, small computers, are called as a clients. So Windows NT acts as a server in the network. And the next one is Windows ME, that is a millennium version, that is which is developed in the year 2000, where the automated system, so automated system and the recovery tools they have implemented in this version. We have already told that the in the feature of the operating system, the OS must be fault tolerance. So many recovery tools and automated system has been developed or implemented in the Windows ME version. The next version is Windows 2000, so which is developed in the year 2000, and the operating system is mainly used for the business desktop and the laptop computers, and they have released it in four various versions. First one is a professional version, which is mainly used for the business desktop and laptop computers, and second one is the servers. It acts as both as a web server and the data server. So instead of storing all the data in all the systems, we store all the data in a single system. So based on the needs of the client, the data can be shared. So similarly, the internet also. So instead of using the internet in all the system, we store the internet in a common system. Based on the need of each and every client system, we share the internet. That is the web server. And the third one is advanced server. The with the line of business, for a particular business, the system is developed. Say for example, for automobile business, the system is modified and developed. Likewise, the data are highly stored. The data's huge amount of data are stored in the advanced server based on the line of business applications. Various business applications is developed based on the business needs. And last one is data center server, where the huge traffic, the high traffic of computer networks are stored, where more number of users are using the internet will come under this high traffic computer network, and they share the data which is stored in the data center server. So all these versions are released under the Windows 2000 version. And the next one is Windows XP, which is implemented in the year 2001, where the 64-bit microprocessor is introduced. And also they have improved the Windows appearance with respect to the themes, and also they have created a stable version and a stable unique color or unique appearance for the Windows. So they have developed these features in the Windows XP. And next one is Windows Vista, which is implemented in the year 2006, where they have updated the look and feel of the windows. They have introduced more colors, and the appearance has been more attractive for the user for easy usage. The next version is Windows 7, which is implemented in the year 2009. So in this version, the main thing is booting time was reduced. So initially it took 7 to 10 minutes to boot the computer, that is to start the computer, to initiate all the process and checking all the peripheral devices. So all it took 7 to 10 minutes. Whereas in Windows 7 and the upcoming versions, they have reduced the booting time to 3 to 5 minutes. And the next one is they have introduced a new user interface, like arrow peak button. The arrow peak button, which is available in the bottom right of the taskbar. So you can able to see a small rectangular, vertical rectangular button, which is available in the bottom right of the taskbar. So the main usage of that button is, if you're using so many applications, and if you want to go directly to the desktop, and if you want to minimize all the applications at a time, means you can click the button, the all the application which you are using will be minimized, and it redirects you to the desktop directly. And the next is the pinning programs to the taskbar. So all the, you can able to ping all the programs, the recently used or frequently used programs, to the taskbar by right clicking the application and set it to the taskbar. So the icon will be set to the taskbar. From there you can select the application. And also the handwriting recognition software is introduced, and the default web browser Internet Explorer is upgraded to the next version, that is Internet Explorer 8. So these are all the features they have implemented in the Windows 7 version. So and the next one is Windows 8, which is implemented in the 2012. And Windows 8 was much faster than the previous version of the Windows, all the Windows versions. So when compared to all the Windows versions, Windows 8 is much faster, starting from the even the booting time, also all the application usage, all the processor running, all these are upgraded, and it is faster when compared to other versions. And they have removed the start button. So they have removed the start button. Directly it shows the application page, the all the application, recently used applications and the installed application, all these will be available in the first page itself. No need to select the start button and go to the required application. And Windows 8, the major advantage is multi-core processing. So multi-core processing and the solid state drivers. So solid state drivers, and they have implemented the new driver softwares, and the multi-core processing is nothing but they have segregated the processor into multiple core. Based on that, each and every core works simultaneously. So that is the main advantage in the Windows 8. and touchscreen facility is introduced, and also other alternate input methods also, like a light pen they have used. And also this Windows 8 is served as a common platform for both mobile and the computer. Even some of the mobile devices came with this version, Windows version. So that is the advantage. And the last one is Windows 10 version 2015. They have implemented it, and they have faced so many drawbacks in Windows 8. They have there were so many complaints and so many issues raised by the users, and they found very difficult with the user interface. So again they have added the start button, and multiple desktop, that is they can able to use simultaneously two desktop by splitting the windows. And central notification center, like the control panel, the notification centers that is introduced. If any notification came related to the Windows update or any applications update, all these central notifications will come to in a common place. And the Cortana voice activated personal assistant. With the help of the voice, Cortana voice is nothing but with the help of the voice, you can able to access the applications or the options in the Windows 10. So this is all about the versions of the various versions of the Windows. The next topic is handling the mouse. So before learning about the Windows operating system or the Windows desktop or the elements of the Windows, we must know about the mouse and its actions. The reason is most of the interaction with the Windows desktop or the icons in the screen, we do only with the help of the mouse. We use the keyboard mostly for typing purpose. In the unavailability of the mouse, we use the keyboard for the selection of the icons with the help of the shortcut keys. So apart from that, we use the mouse as the major input device for the interaction. So first, the mouse has three buttons. First, the left button, right button, and the middle button for scrolling purpose. A wheel will be there for scrolling purpose. So now let us see what all the various actions that mouse performs. First one is pointing to an item. When we move the mouse, an arrow mark will be moved in the screen. So that we call it as a mouse pointer. With the help of the mouse pointer, we can point to an item. And the next one is left click, that is selecting the item. So after moving the mouse pointer to a particular item, if we press and release the left button, it selects the item, it selects the icon, that is the left click. And next one is a right click. By pointing to the item in the screen, we have to press and release the right mouse button. When we click the right mouse button, it displays a pop-up menu which shows the various options or various additional options related to the particular item or an icon. And next one is a double click. After pointing to a particular item or an icon, quickly press 2 times the left click. Quickly press the left mouse button 2 times, which selects the particular icon or the item in the screen. And the last one is drag and drop. So pointing to the particular required item, so click the left mouse button and without releasing it, move the mouse. So it drags the selected item or an icon, and then after reaching to the required place, release the left mouse button to drop the item. So once you click the item or an icon, it just holds the icon or the item. Without releasing the left mouse, you have to move the mouse and the icon will be moved from that source place. Once you reach the destination or wherever you want to place the icon, you release the left click so that the icon will be shifted from that original place to the new place. So this is the drag and drop action. So this is all about the various mouse actions. The next topic is Windows Desktop. The opening screen of the Windows or the home page of the Windows, we call it as a desktop. The desktop of each and every computer may differ because the Windows operating system allows the user to change the appearance of the desktop based on their convenience. Here you can able to see the image of the Windows 7 desktop. Here in the bottom of the Windows you can able to see the taskbar, where in the bottom right you can able to see the notification area, where the internet connectivity and the volume controls and the date and time option all is available in the bottom right in the notification area. And in the bottom left you can able to see the start button, where all the process and the application gets started. In the main area, major space is occupied by the icons of the application that are installed, and you can able to see the gadgets that are predefined already installed in the which comes with the Windows operating system, Windows 7 operating system. There are various gadgets available like clocks and the calendar and the memo, that the notepad. All these things are available in the gadgets. And in the bottom rightmost corner you can able to see the arrow peak, which is zoomed, and you can able to see the arrow peak, the vertical rectangular button, which he told that which minimize all the using applications using Windows and redirect you directly to the desktop. So that is the function of the arrow peak button. The next one is the icons. So icon is a graphical symbol which represents the Windows elements like the files, folders, and the shortcuts. All these are represented with the help of a graphical symbol which we call it as an icon. The icon plays a major role in the GUI based operating systems. All the GUI based applications and operating system will have this concept called icon. And this icon is further classified into three types. So first one is standard icon. The standard icon which are available on the desktop by default when we install the operating system, and those icons are called as the standard icons. So the standard icons available in all Windows operating system like my computer, documents and settings, recycle bin. So all these are standard icons which comes while we install the Windows operating system. And the next one is shortcut icons. So shortcut icons can be created for any application or any files or folders. So we can right click the application and we can select to create the shortcut, or by double clicking the icon the related application will open. So no need to go to the exact path where it installed to open an application. Rather, we can create a shortcut for that application in the desktop. By double clicking it, the related application or the file will open. So this represents the shortcut icon. You can able to see the image. A small blue color arrow will be there. A redirection arrow will be there. So that is the indication of the shortcut icon. And the last one is disk drive icon, which you can able to see in the My Computer. When you click the My Computer, when you open the My Computer, all the disk drives, what are all the drives which are available, that is displayed with the help of the disk drive icon. You can able to see the available space, the total space and the available space and the used space with an indication, with a blue color indication, like that. The disk drive icons, that is graphically represents the disk. So there are various disk available, the hard disk, CD-ROM or the DVD drive, and other external devices, the pen drive, like when you insert a pen drive it displays an iconic image, and other removable storage, like when you connect the mobile or any smartphones or any digital cameras, all the removable devices are represented. The connectivity is represented with the help of this disk drive icon. So you can able to see the disk drive icon image. So this is all about the icons. The next one is the window. So window is a rectangular area of an application or a document which displays the related information, all the information of that specific program. So that area we call it as an window. So the window is further classified into two types, application window and the document window. First, the application window, it is an area on the screen which has some defined boundaries, that is a layout. Within that the information is displayed. Within that layout the information is displayed. So that we call it as an application window. Here in the diagram you can able to see the outermost box. The outermost box we call it as a application window, where in that the Word document is opened. So that is the difference between the application window and the document window. The inner box is the document window, and the outer layout where this document is placed, that area is called the application window. So application window contains the current opened application, active application. So when two or more applications of similar applications are opened means the active application will be displayed in the application window. The remaining are minimized in the application window. So in the application window you can able to see the title bar and the Windows control buttons, the minimize, maximize and the close. All these things are attached with the application window. The title bar and the window control button and the outermost a thin line is there, that is the application window. Whereas the inner window, inner part where the menu bar and the toolbar are available are comes under the document window. So you can able to see the difference in the next image, second image. It is mentioned the outermost, the title bar they have mentioned as application window, and in the inner box they have selected and mentioned as document window. So this is all about the windows. The next one is elements of a window. The elements of a window consist of title bar, menu bar, and the workspace, scroll bars, and last the corners and borders. So all these are comprised to form the elements of a window. First one is a title bar. The title bar will display the name of the application and the name of the document which is currently open, that is active document, name of the active document. And also it contains the window control button, the three buttons, minimize, maximize and the close button in the top right corner. And the next one is the menu bar. So the menu bar is seen under the next to the title bar. So the menus in the menu bar can be accessed with the help of the mouse, and also it can be accessed by pressing the combination of the alt key and the letters which is displayed in the menus. The while you press the alt key, the menus will be highlighted and a specific letter will be underlined. So by pressing that alt key and that specific letter alphabet, you can access the menu. Similarly, the sub menus. So each and every menu will perform some actions, and also you can able to access the menus by pressing the F10 key. So F10, the function keys which is available in the top of the first row of the keyboard, starting from F1 to F12. So you can also press the F10 key to access the menus in the menu bar. And the next one is the workspace. So workspace is the area in the document or the window to enter or to type the text, or where you can able to access all the information, where you can able to see all the related information in the workspace. See, here we have the Word document window is opened. You can able to see the workspace where the dotted lines will be there. Yeah, you can able to see the white area. Inside the white area, some after leaving some space both vertically and horizontally, there will be a dotted line. So that area we call it as a workspace. And the next one is a scroll bars. So the scroll bars are of two types, both horizontal and vertical. You can able to scroll the document which are hidden. We can able to scroll and see it both horizontally and vertically. And the last one is corners and borders. So the corners and borders of the window helps to drag and resize the windows. When you place the mouse pointer, you can able to see a double headed arrow. So by clicking the double headed arrow, you can able to resize the window. So that is the usage of the corners and borders. And also you can drag the window by clicking the title bar. By clicking the title bar, you can able to drag the window. So this is all about the elements of the windows. The next topic is explore the computer. So in that, the first one is start menu. So in the lower left corner, in the bottom left bottom corner, you can able to see the window icon. A window icon will be there, that we call it as a start button. When we click on the start button, the start menu will appear. So you can able to see the image. So the start button is there, and above the start button in the start menu, the first one is search box. The search box, you can able to search the programs or the files which are stored in the computer. And next to that, parallelly, you can able to see the shutdown button with a small arrow mark, where you can able to select the various options like log off or restart. Like that, the shutdown option is available. And above to the search box, you can able to see the all programs option, where all the applications that are installed, so all the default and the user defined applications that are installed will be listed. When you click that all programs button, you can able to see all the installed application. From there you can directly access the applications. And above to that, you can able to see the recently used applications. The recently used applications will be listed in the above to the all programs option. And there you can able to see in some of the applications, you can able to see a right handed triangle, a right side faced triangle will be there. So that symbol indicates it has some sub menu which is related to that particular application. And in the right part, in the left side, we have seen the recently used application. In the right side, in the top, you can able to see the profile picture of the user, which is user can able to set it based on their need. And below to that, you can able to see some options. Various options are available. So that you can able to see the my computer options and the control panel button, and the device and printers, what all the devices which are connected in the or default programs, and help and support. All these options, the frequently used options or frequently needed options, are set in the right hand side of the start menu. So this is all about the start menu. And the next one is a taskbar. So at the bottom of the screen, the horizontal bar will be there, that we called as a taskbar. So this bar contains the start button, shortcuts of the various programs or the minimized programs, and in the extreme right corner we have told that the notification area. The notification area, we can able to see the default language, and the network settings, network icons, and the volume adjustment, even the date and time settings. And in the rightmost corner we can able to see the arrow peak button. All these options are available in the taskbar. The next one is the computer icon. So by clicking this icon, that is the my computer icon, by clicking this icon, the user can able to see the disk drives that are mounted, that is attached with this system, with this hard disk. So all these disk drives are viewed in this my computer icon. So based on the upgradation in the appearance, in the look, the icon get differ in various versions. So you can able to see in Windows XP the icon just it looks like a clip art image which is named as a my computer. And in the Windows 7 they have upgraded the appearance, the look of the icon, and they have changed the name as just computer. And in Windows 8 they have used the same icon and they have named as the this PC. So based on the versions and the appearance, the icons get differ with different names. So you can able to see in Windows 10 there won't be any the outer layout. Directly the direct icon will be there, and the icon looks more different and the appearance is very attractive. So and they have named the same, used the same name as this PC. So the functionality of the computer icon remains the same in all the versions of the Windows. Only the appearance of the icon gets upgraded. And the last topic of this video is starting and closing the applications. So most of the applications installed on the computer are available through the start menu. So all the applications that are installed you can able to access with the help of the start menu. To start the application, so first click the start button and then point to the all programs. We have told that all the installed applications will be listed in the all programs. So the program menu appears and point to the group that contains the application. Say for example, the Microsoft PowerPoint will comes under the Microsoft Office. So likewise, the related applications are grouped into a single name. So point to the group that contains the application and then click on the group. You can also open the application by selecting the run button. So which is, that is a search. You can also, the shortcut key is Windows key plus R. The run dialog box will open. You can type the application name and select the and open the application. And to close the application or to quit the application, we can select the close button in the top right corner, or we can select the file menu, and in that the last option will be the exit, that is control plus Q. We can also use the shortcut key also. So likewise we can start the application and we can close the application. In this video, we have learnt about the introduction to operating system. So how the operating system works, how it acts as an interface between the user and the system. And more specifically, we have started learning about the Windows operating system, the various versions of the Windows operating system, what all the actions, mouse actions available, and the Windows desktop, how the Windows desktop looks like, and the icons, types of icons, standard icons, shortcut icons, and the disk drive icons, and the Windows types of Windows, application window and the document window, and elements of a window, title bar, menu bar, workspace, scroll bars, and the corners and borders. So all these we have discussed, and the last part we have discussed about the start menu, the taskbar, and how the computer icon differs between the versions, various versions of the Windows. And the last one we have learnt about the starting and closing an application. So the remaining part of this Windows we will see in the next part, next video, and also we will learn about the Ubuntu OS in the next video. Thank you, students.